KSI has been in the news recently after some questionable attempts to save face. KSI, Logan Paul, and MrBeast have just launched a new product, Lunchly. But after they released it, they got a little bit of hate. Okay, a little is perhaps an understatement. They got tons of hate based on the nutritional value, as well as it looking like a money grab. Now he says Lunchables sells hundreds of millions of units and countless people eat it. Our goal is to give people a better for you alternative to it. Our turkey meal, for example, is 80 less calories, 60% less sugar, more electrolytes, and uses real cheese. They use cheese product. They can't call it cheese. Higher quality meat, etc. Obviously, eating fresh chicken and broccoli is healthier, but if someone is going to eat a pre-made meal like this, which millions of people do through Lunchables, then I think giving them a higher quality version at roughly the same price is a net good, in my opinion, and why we launched Lunchly. Also, as we get economics of scale and can get things cheaper, we will only improve the product more and more. Heart emoji. MrBeast made some great points and people agree. Someone named Edvin wrote, apparently it's wrong to want to make money off a business, and making food products for children is somehow exploiting them. Timothy's Portal says, I'm a YouTuber and I'm happy. Honestly, I don't get why people are so upset with a product that they're not connected with. Let people do what they do. Why is that so hard? Croc Corbane saying, MrBeast fall off needs to be studied. Yikes. At this point, people's opinions are still mixed. MrBeast's response, although it helped perhaps a little bit, didn't necessarily clean up the mess. So this is when KSI had to step in. And this is where things get interesting. KSI launched a direct attack against Dan, posting some pictures of an action figure that Dan sells and saying, looks like crap to me, with the most passive aggressive thumbs up I've seen in a long time. This is where things got pretty chippy, as you would say. Someone immediately fired back, with all due respect, bro, you have a U2s too. The KSI right back, I'm not the one complaining and crying on Twitter though. You missed the point. From there, hordes of people responded, basically saying that KSI was in the wrong. So at this point, this forced KSI to make a bigger move. So he did some digging and figured out that JJ actually sponsored food in the past. But he was just talking about food, JJ. He was sponsored, then promoted and made a whole video on Munchpack, a monthly sub box full of food and candy, to his Minecraft audience full of kids. Now what? So KSI obviously sees this as the smoking gun, but unfortunately people were still upset with him. Some users added some more context around this, saying KSI has previously worked with that action figure company, and that the food promotion that Dan was doing wasn't necessarily the same thing as KSI. But KSI still decided to triple down on his point, and even responded to accusations made against Marquez Brownlee, after he came out with a wallpaper app that people think is overpriced at $50 a year. He says some dumb YouTuber said that exact same thing to me the other day. Rather than complaining, crying, and trying to cancel a YouTuber for creating a product, here's an idea. If you don't want it / like a product, just don't buy it. Simple. Now at this point, what do you think of KSI's remarks? Obviously, as a business owner, it's in his best interest to defend the company and his product. But are you also able to see the other side? Let me know in the comments below. But if you thought that was the end of it, you would be wrong. This is perhaps the most questionable thing that KSI has done. He posts, a lot has happened these past few days online. So here I am addressing everything below. And it's a link titled My Apology. The only issue is when you click on the app, it says, hi again, it's me, KSI. Please save KSI's Thick of It, which is a new song that he's promoting. If this is not an absolute bait and switch, I don't know what is. People were pissed. People added context. Not only is a link 100% misleading, it breaks X guidelines, which is also a marketing tactic by WMG that's using anger surrounding his controversy to promote his new single. This same tactic was also recently used for the song, but with Jake Paul. So this is an absolute mess. KSI had to respond again over just one tweet, saying the community note is a straight up lie. The apology is there. You just have to click the page a few times to get to it. Once again, people abusing community notes. I don't know if this is KSI's fault, but this website does not show any links to whatever apology. I actually don't think I can find the apology without entering my email, which I don't know if I really want to do. So after a while, KSI makes yet another tweet saying the wait is over and the apology video has dropped. Let's go check out what he had to say.
Hey guys, a lot's happened these past few days. and I've had a lot of time to reflect and really understand everything that's happened and all of my actions. And you know, first of all, I want to sorry. I want to apologize. I want to say sorry. I can't do it. Hey yo, drink prime and eat lunchly, motherfucker. Stay mad, Dan TDM fans. Womp womp.
Holy smokes. That was, wow, okay. All right, that's definitely a response. Apology is a very loose term, I guess, maybe in the UK. But, I mean, the absolute disrespect is mind-blowing. I mean, of course, this is the best business move to stand by your product. But this might be a little bit over the top. I don't know if that's just me. Okay, so this is where things get a little weird. So I guess somewhere in the mix, I'm not quite sure, he makes another apology video. This one's slightly more genuine, maybe not really, but then Logan Paul reacts to it.
What happened to YouTubers, man? I can't not say anything anymore. This is selling stuff for the sake of making money. How does this benefit their fans? Do better. Do better.
That's exactly how I interpreted it as well. Like, let me put this in the context. Imagine being a motherfucker who's angry that we made this. Crackers, bro? You mad cause we made crackers? This is what you're mad about? Bruh. It's a turkey, real cheese, and cracker stack.
And actually, let's take a step back. Let's take a step back and look at the whole f***ing situation. These motherfuckers are complaining about a lunchbox. These motherfuckers are complaining about a lunch kit. That's what this whole thing is about. Yeah, a lunch kit. There's way more crazier things happening in this world, but people want to go in on this lunch kit.
That's what I'm saying. What? My pregnant fiance is not having it.
MrBeast rolls out a much more matured reply than our. Honestly, I'm sorry, but being mature, man. This absent maturity.
Hey, JJ is so funny. Actually, this is a good example. When I used to watch KSI's videos when we were beefing, I hated him. I was so annoyed with him. His laugh, the way he interacted with these people, I just like chose to dislike anything I could about it. Because I was a hater. I really was. And then I met the guy. And I was like, dude, you're great. You're awesome. I like you. And now I think his videos are so funny. Like my lens completely shifted. And I think right now we're stuck in that first kind of lens for a lot of people. So, you know, hating us, it's just what you know. It's in your blood. You don't know anything different.
So after the video, people were still calling Dan the GOAT. Sure, some things that Logan said were authentic, like how he used to hate KSI, now he doesn't as much anymore because of what he did in person. But I don't think that really takes away from, you know, how he responded and what he decided to do. There were a few moments where he forced a laugh here and there, which were pretty cringy and might be memeable in the future.
Kids that don't deserve it.
In reality, this was pretty poor damage control. I'm sure MrBeast is shaking his head, and I'm sure they're having talks behind closed doors about how they can kind of save face and kind of what to do. But I'm sure this is not the launch that they envisioned. If you enjoyed this video, consider watching this one right here, where Nikocado Avocado makes a grand comeback. But people question if it's real. Click here to watch more. I'll see you there.